Hello everyone, welcome back to my corner. My name is Kirby, and today I'm going to be bringing you a mixture of the books that I've read between August and September, and also a little book haul of all the books I've recently hauled, and then speak about the book that I'm currently reading. It's finally blowing my mind, and I need someone to talk to about it. Okay, so let's get started. So the first books that I'm going to talk about, I don't have all of the books in the series yet, but I wanted to get them gradually as I started to read or as I went on through the series. But this is the Villain series by Serena Valentino. And it's pretty much telling the tales of all of our favorite Disney villains, and I am grateful as a Disney nerd that I am. I mean, we took our honeymoon to Disney. That should explain it. Disney, the best. Side note, if I could recommend the best honeymoon decision or idea, it's to go to Disney World or Disneyland, wherever you're closer to, and Universal. We got our married pins. We had matching wifey and husband shirts in the Disney font. I had my Moana ears. I mean, and everywhere we went, no matter what park, congratulations from everybody. I mean, everybody. And then other couples who had just got married. We met a couple and standing in line for the Avatar passage. Listen, best ride hands down ever. But we were standing in line. We were standing in line and found out like two couples ahead of us, they had just got married the same weekend we did, the same day, and they were there for their honeymoon. And it was really nice. It was just a happy place. We're big kids. We love things. We love roller coasters. We love having fun, and we don't like to be serious and old and grown up yet. So, best decision. Anyway, off my tangent. The Disney villain. I think there's 8 in this series, and so far I have read the Beast Within, about Beauty and the Beast, and it's the telling of his story and how he became to be a beast. And let's see, the very first book of the series is The Fairest of All, and this is pretty much the Snow White telling of, the evil queen. I really liked this story. I would say this is like my top 2 of the 8 that I've read. My favorite. I loved her. I really hate that her story ended she became the evil queen. She just got dealt a bad hand, and poor Snow, she had to reap the repercussions of losing, her father, and her mother, her now stepmother, who loved her so dearly, just turned evil. And and also, if anybody's read this, how did you feel when you found out who the man in the mirror on the wall? I'm still mind blown. I don't want to give it away if you haven't read it yet, but listen, I love this. Serena, you did amazing. Just amazing. So then the next one is Poor Unfortunate Soul. Of course, we can tell it's about Ursula. And I don't know well, we all love Ariel. We all know Ursula. I would say the most shocking thing, spoiler, Ariel is her niece. I had no idea Ariel was Ursula's niece. Did I miss that story somewhere along the line? Growing up, it just went straight over my head. But I learned that. I feel like this book is it's shorter of the series, shorter one. Next to the Beast, they're pretty short. But not my favorite. I had to finish through. There was obviously still some shocking things that happened in it. So I wanted to push through it. I didn't want to get in DNF the book at all whatsoever. Then my next one that I read out of the series was The Cold Hearted. Now this is her most recent one. She came out with it over the summer, and this is the Cinderella telling. Now this book, I love it. I love it so much. I don't know if that's also Cinderella is my favorite old, when in the 90s, my favorite Disney movie, Disney story, Disney princess, Cinderella. She was it. Brandy, still hands down the best Cinderella movie out there, but I love I know that movie word for word, front to back. We could put it reverse. I still know every single word. I love that one. But I also felt bad for her. Cinderella's stepmom. And Cinderella's, I don't want to give it away, but you have to read this. All these books will give you a different outlook on everyone's story. The Disney movies that we watched growing up, I mean, it just gives you a whole nother outlook. And you're like, listen, I don't know. But I definitely love this. So my next one to read in this series is, did I miss one? Oh, nope. Cold. Not Cold. The Odd Sisters. And this one, if anybody knows the story of the Odd Sisters or know about the Odd Sisters, I'm excited to read this. Of course, the Odd Sisters are in every single one of these books. They say not to read the books out of order, but I feel like since I started with Cinderella's story in the series, and this is the most recent one, I mean, it's not too bad if you wanted to read them out of order. If there's a particular story, like Cinderella was mine, so I went for her first. If you want to read it out of order, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not like you're going to miss on too much information other than a little tad bit of what happened to the prior story with the Odd Sisters. The Odd Sisters are in every single thing. So I'm excited to read about this and why the Odd Sisters are the way they are. They pretty much wreck everybody's life. I'm pretty excited. And watch, I say that now that they wreck everybody's life until I read a story and be like, okay, well, I do like their sister Cersei, though. She's sweet. She has a little spice. And then my second, I don't know. I should have, listen, I need to start watching reviews on top of suggestions because I'm just taking suggestions at this time, and this book proved to me that I need to read reviews. Good, not read, but listen to people's reviews before I read, because this one, Desperate Measures. Oh my gosh. This is purely a mature adult book. Everything else here is YA and can be read young adult, middle grade too. I mean, honestly, it's not too mature. But Katie Robert, you did your thing, girl. Okay, so this one is a retelling of Jafar and Jasmine, and on a scale from 1 to 10 on spicy radar, this is a 10 spice. Oh my goodness. She has also 8 in her series too. I think the next one, which I'm going to get, I've only ordered these off of Amazon. I can't find them in Barnes & Noble or even on the website, but I read the first book. If I could describe it, it's better than 50 Shades of Grey. If you read 50 Shades of Grey, watch the movies. This is for 21 and older ladies, women, men. I would say, 21 and older. Let's just say that. But I think what makes it better than 50 Shades of Grey is because obviously the spice level, but it's so intense. You have Jafar. Jafar is evil, so he has that. He's intense. But then you have Jasmine. She's a boss girl, and I overall love the storyline. I love the two of them together. The ending just made me if a book could have brought me to emotions, it was heart racing already the whole entire time. But at the end of the book, it just tugged at my little heartstrings, and it was so nice. My husband would never understand, but when you read this, if you read this, read with caution. Please proceed with caution. Please, I love it. I can't wait the next one. I think the next book is about Hercules, Meg, and Hades. That's going to be interesting. There's also one about Hook and Tinkerbell. I'm excited about that one too. Anyway, so these so far were the books that I have read between August and September. And then I had to push out a lot off my TBR list so that I could start this book. This book has been all over TikTok, all over BookTube, everybody, Instagram, everybody's talking about this book. So whereas the beginning of the year, I did read books throughout the year, but I didn't get to read as much because, like I said, I was planning a wedding. We got married in June. So then after the wedding, I could hit the ground running and reading my book or trying to get to my yearly goal. Last year, I read 13. And this year, I don't really know. I'm just trying to see wherever I end up. I don't really have goals because I know the beginning of this year was a lot for us and me and pandemic, bruh. So anyway, so this is the Atlas 6. I'm currently reading it, and I am about that far through. And this is a great book for October. The Atlas 6. It's by I don't want to pronounce this wrong. Olivia Blake. First of all, I love that first name, Olivia Blake. Anyway, and she's an indie writer, so let's support her. This book, it started out very slow, and at first I was like, I don't want to DNF it. I don't want to DNF it. Everybody is talking about this book, so I had to push through. It finally picked up by chapter 3, and I can't put this book down whatsoever. I can't. I read so much yesterday just trying to finish it. I am trying to get to the bottom of it. I want to know. This book is about, it's about 6 medians. I'm going to say that because that's easier to say. They all get selected to join the society. But at the end, they find out only 5 out of that 6 are going to make it. It's a top secret society. And they have like these rarest powers, the best, strongest powers. And it's kind of like it's almost like a Survivor in a way. Like, you've ever watched Survivor? Where somebody's got to vote you out. And it's not the top recruiters or the teachers no, it's the 6 of them will have to vote on each other to vote somebody out. And I just found out a piece of information from this, and I'm blown away. Like, what the crap? And she also did a really good job in including illustrations of the characters. This one, she's my favorite. I love her. So I've also, with this one, I think I am going to do a reading vlog on it, just a collective of everything, because my emotions have changed from the beginning of reading this book to the middle to last night. It's changing, and now I'm just shocked. I had to walk in and just mouth open to my husband, like, wow, like I can't read it fast enough. Long story short, so that is what I'm currently reading for the month of October. I have a plan. I'm also reading, this one was suggested by Lexi, and Alexandra is her full name, but she's also here on BookTube. She's so cute, and we're actually from the same town, so hopefully one day I'll get to run into her and give her lots of love. So she recommended Nevermore, and so I'm currently listening to that on my Audible, like during the day when I work. I play that on my Audible, and it's really cute. It's a middle grade, and it's just it's kind of funny because these two books both include being selected to a society and getting accepted in, and magic, of course. So very, like, this is adult academia book, and then that one's like a middle grade, and it's perfect. I mean, it's kind of funny that they're both about almost the same kind of storyline, just a little bit. There's some things that are the same, and it's just, I'm reading an adult version, and that's a middle grade. So that is all the books that I have read between August and now. So let's get So next, real fast, we'll blow through my recent haul because this video has already gotten really long. And these are the books. I have the TBR list that I have for now, between now and the end of the year, are ridiculous. Like, I'm gonna have to pace myself. I already know with the villains book, I'm not gonna be able to finish both series of the Wicked Villains and Villains series until, you know, next year, and that's totally fine. I'll add that to my list. The villains are very easy. I can read those within a week to tops and yet max. So that's no big deal. But I have so many books to read between now and December, and the year is just flying. Like, what is going on? I don't understand. So my TBR for October, to finish off October going into November, the first book that I have that I'm going to read after Atlas 6 is A Lesson in Vengeance. And I'm not really sure, I haven't watched many reviews on this, but I do know that that's my Barnes and Nobles. She goes to school. I know she's trying to find, you know, she discovers that there's magic. I think it's her senior year. She's going back. So I haven't watched the reviews. I haven't given much thought into it because I don't want any spoilers or anybody to deter me from the plot or reading it. You'll also know that I have stamped the edges. I get so jealous. Well, not jealous, but everyone does the Lit Joy boxes, and there's one more, and they get such beautiful, like, sprayed edges, stamped edges. And listen, right now that's just not in it for I can't do that right now. So I just thought, you know, for library purposes, when we move into a house or a new house, I do know we'll have a library, and if I lend somebody a book, I know this one is mine. I did it to this one. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. I've done it to majority of all of them, I guess. I've done it to that. So, just to be a little different. Yes, I'm wrecking my books. I know it probably makes a lot of people upset, but I mean, it's, once you have them, you have them. And they're used at that point. So, okay, my next one that I want to read is Ninth House. I'll probably read this one going into November. Part of my November reads. I'm excited. I don't think this one's too bad. I mean, it's 450. Nope. 450 pages, and it's by Lee Bardugo. This is also recommended all over Book Talk and BookTube, everywhere. So I'm excited to figure out what this one's about. I think this one includes, this is pretty much like I'm thinking, if I'm not wrong, it's a YA book. You know, pretty much there's also magic and spooky things and fallish things. I did hear that it does take place during a very autumnish time of the year, so I'm interested to read that. Next on my list is, I did get the next book in the villain series, and this one's The Mistress of All Evil, and that's about Maleficent. The one thing I love about these books is that underneath the dust jacket, it reveals another, like, you know, their alternate faces once they become evil. I mean, look how beautiful that is. Are you kidding me? Look. Ugh. I would say that one is the most beautiful one I've seen. The next one that I've seen, Ursula, even though I talk about Ursula's is like this. But then her under the dust jacket, she's beautiful. But she's still mean. Anyway, so I'll be reading this about Maleficent. And, I mean, who doesn't love Maleficent? Come on. If you don't, let's have a talk. Anyway, so my next book, now I don't really know much background about this one either. Listen, I don't try to listen to reviews. I'll say that again lots of times. I don't like to. But this is about The Lost Apothecary. Now, this book I've seen on shelves for a very long time, and it's been, I think it was Target. that I saw it at, and I've wanted it. I've had it in my want to reads on my Goodreads for the longest time. I think since it came out, honestly, because I mean, look how beautiful. And it just, I'm a tree hugger. Like I said, I love teas, I love oils. So apothecary, like, who wouldn't want to read about an apothecary? Who wouldn't? So I'm excited. It has, let's see here, it says, hidden in the depths of 18th century London, a secret apothecary shop caters to an unusual kind of clientele. Women across the city whisper of a mysterious figure named Nella, who sells well-disguised potions to use against the oppressive men in their lives. That sounds good. Sounds good. So we'll be reading that. And then I have 3 more books. So I just picked these up today. And I love Greek mythology. My son's name is Troy. If that doesn't give it away, Greek mythology, I'm in love. So when I saw these, I wanted to get it. So this is the Song of Achilles. I'm excited to read this a lot. One day, I hope to be able to tell Troy about, Greek mythology, and he knows his name is Greek. He knows that, came from a Greek god or a Greek city. He knows that much, but he doesn't really know about the city of Troy. So, and it matches him perfectly. I swear I could have picked a better name for him. So, everybody knows about Achilles. And then the next one is Circe. Listen, Circe sounds just as bad to the bone as the women in this apothecary. Listen, she is amazing. I do know she's the daughter of Titan. Yes, she's the daughter of Titan. So it doesn't look too bad of a read. Maybe I can. It looks like an easy read. The font, obviously, sometimes people will like squeeze the font down in there, and so it's not that bad. It's only 384 pages. It's not that bad. And then last or not least, I don't know. I bought this book for me and my friend. I have the Target sticker on it. And darn stickers. I mean, it's going to leave a spot. Listen, don't judge me over my Target sticker. But I bought the Burn After Writing book. And I got the yellow one. I don't know. My friend and I'm a journalist. I love journaling, like I've said before. But I just thought it'd be cute for the prompts. See, my problem, I don't know if I want to burn it, but we'll see. If she does, we'll do it together. We'll get it over with. I see these everywhere, and I know it's gimmicky, but how cute. Yellow is also my favorite color. So, if you can't tell. My wedding was yellow. So, I'll keep you updated to see how this is. There's a writing prompt in here. The one word I would use to describe the relationship with my father. I'm a daddy's girl. One word. I don't know. The advice that has shaped me the most. Do you. Yes. That is my advice to everybody. Be you. Do you. And be yourself. Don't worry about anybody else's opinion. Worry about the 4 walls that you're in, because those matter the most. Love God and make people happy. Be kind. Can we just be kind? That's my advice. That's it. That's my little tangent. See, this book's gonna get deep in it. It's gonna get real deep. Anyway, so that is my August and October wrap up, on top of a book haul, on top of a little TED Talk that I gave you. So I love you all. I hope everyone enjoys my videos. This one has turned out to be almost 25 minutes long. I hope that's long enough. I don't know the schedule that I'll be uploading at this time, but I want to have fun. I want to just enjoy. I want it to be a hobby. I already have another hobby. I'm a photographer on the side, so let's just go and have fun. Anyway, I hope you all go forth, have a great day. And as Tabitha Brown would say, don't you go making nobody else's day bad. If you're having a bad day, Make someone smile today. Anyway, I love you all. Kisses and bye.